music. It seems I skipped a number here. This is going to be episode number 60. I'm going to continue from episode 58, where we were talking about, it was called A Blast from the Past. This is part 2. It's going to be my part 2 of my throwback videos. I was going through some things, and when I was little, I would listen to the Kiss albums, as I talked about before, on my dad's stereo. I had vinyl, and I knew that I wanted to be a drummer. I wanted to be Peter Criss in particular, and then I also was a strange kid because I enjoyed reading the Bible and going to church. And I found this picture that my dad took of me when I was 6. Wanted to be a minister, and I wanted to be Peter Criss and a minister. And it's funny because later on in high school, I started playing drums, and then later on I was ordained and went to finished my master's and doctorate in seminary, and became a counselor and minister. So that's all pretty cool. And I even stated this in an interview when I was on TV. I'm going to try to show you a couple quick things here. In 1980, I was the poster child for the Arthritis Foundation. Let's see if I can hold this up. She wants to fold up, so it's old, guys. So you see that picture of me on the front cover. Frontiers was the Arthritis Foundation magazine newsletter that came out. I was on TV, represented the Arthritis Foundation for the kids. Let's see what I got here. Okay, I was on the telethon that year. I had my pictures taken. My dad did all the pictures for the news. Really old stuff. That is me. Some of my classmates. I was in the newspaper. And then one last thing was this picture here. Can you see that okay? That's me on the back of the car. I was in a parade, representing the Arthritis Foundation for upstate New York. Put this on the back of this. Talks about me being in the parade. But, when they interviewed me on TV, I said that I wanted to be Peter Criss and a minister. And it's funny because you don't know how far it will take you, but when we're young and we start to do something and we have that dream or goal, whatever you're gonna call it, in mind, that it's amazing where we end up. And Dad did a lot, with photography and stuff. That was his, second love. Um, he was also a musician, and at the time that I was in that Arthritis Foundation, the telethons and be the poster child for the year, I he was right there with me doing all the pictures and things like that for the newspapers, and he took the picture of me for the Frontiers newsletter for Arthritis Foundation. But he really influenced my wanting to play as well. And that's pretty cool stuff. But when like I said last time, I moved back to New York in 1990, in July 19th actually. And over the year I got to talk to my dad, and I got to play drums for him. So all the years that he thought I wouldn't be able to play because of my physical condition, I did, and he was proud. And he's a really good musician, so self-taught and everything. Played all the instruments. In his bands, he played guitar and sang lead vocals, and then Annie would sing co-lead for the female songs. But that was the first and only time I ever heard him cry. And he apologized, said he was sorry and should have given me the opportunities when I was younger to get involved in taking band in school or snare drum. Even though the school was kind of fighting me too, even in high school, telling me don't waste my time. I'm not going to name the teacher at the high school I went to because he wrote some of the well-known lesson books that are still out now. So, but he told me don't waste my time, because I would never be able to play. Well, here I am in 2022, and I've been in the studio a few times, professional recording. Got a couple albums, gone out on the road many times. I played in a church band for 5 years, every Saturday night. I teach drum lessons. I've been a member of the Disabled Drummers Association and did writings for their things. So, yeah. People can say, whatever, but that was worth everything to me for my dad to tell me on the phone from Arizona. The week before he died was the last time that he was sorry because I could play and I was actually really good. And at that time I was just starting. So, and I told him, well, I got to play, better late than never. A lot of things in my life come about late. I work hard, I strive for things, but either they just don't come to pass, or they do come to pass and they explode and go away, or they come late and they linger. And that's kind of what happened with music and even counseling to a point. Granted with COVID and everything, I was doing really well in Utica, and I had my office set up in the house, and I'm going to get back to that, but I'm advertising now, and it's slowly coming. But my rates are really good. I try to even lessons. When I do lessons, I only charge $15 an hour, which is nothing. And I'm thinking about doing some bass lessons for people just starting out, because I'm advancing, but I'm definitely past the beginner stage. So if I could help other people get started, I could teach them along the way some of the things maybe I learned. And $15 an hour is nothing. People are charging $40, $50 an hour. I think it should be affordable for everybody. I do the same thing for counseling. I only charge $20 a session, and I'm a doctor. So I could charge way more than that. I could charge 5 times as much and still be considered on the low end. Whatever. I do things in a way that would help other people be able to access it affordably. Anyway, so this is, my throwback. And, as a kid, I would hang out and do things, but a lot of times I couldn't run around. I couldn't do the things other kids did. I was able to walk very slowly, very short distances, until I was about 10. Just around the end of 9 into 10. And, then I used a walker, and my knees fused in the bent position, as did my arms. I mean, these are my elbows. They're fused. My fingers. Check out my video on Get the Job Done. I talk about playing bass and how I do things. But, and you can go back and look at my pad power workout to see how I hold the drumsticks and how I do my practicing with my sticks on my practice pad. But, I found ways to do things and entertain myself. And it's really, people have asked me, would I rather have not been here and rather than be in pain and not really able to take part a lot of times in life. And I've told them no. When I was a little kid, somebody asked, kids would ask, do you feel bad that you can't run around and play with everybody else? And we said no. My dad taught me to read when I was young. I can enjoy a nice spring day with a book in the backyard. I would find activities that I could do with people. Like I said in my last episode, part 1 of this, and check that out too, because I got some really cool stuff there too to show. But, we had 2 brothers that lived behind us at my grandma's house where we lived and hung out a lot. But the older one had Kiss cards and would bring those over, and he introduced me to Kiss. But, I've gotten to meet, like, Kurt Hammett from Metallica and sat with him. I got to become friends with guys like Johnny Kelly from Type O Negative, and I hung out with Pete and talked to him for a couple hours, just, months before he died. I've got friends on the Christian music side. Eric Clayton's been a long-time friend of mine from Savior Machine. Sydney Johnson from Babylon Mystery Orchestra is a good friend of mine. Rose Mordum from Awakening. Ashton and I have talked a few times. It's his project, The Awakening. He's a lot more reserved, but Rose has definitely talked to me. And I've just got all kinds of friends. I actually did anecdotally. I did actually get to talk to Peter Chris a few times back in MySpace days. And he was telling me, I told him my story about how I dreamed, listening to Kiss Alive too, I dreamed of being Peter Chris someday, and he said he didn't even want to be Peter Chris. And, it was kind of funny, but it turns out that he's a good Christian guy who actually likes country and classical music, so jazz. I don't really know how much I'm supposed to say, so I won't repeat too much, but that's that. So, I went to school, and I've got the degrees to be the minister that I wanted to be. I led a church, and I may again, not really sure, as things kind of open up. New York is funny, with what we can talk about and what we can counsel for and against. And just checking the minutes here, guys. Just got a few more to go. So, who knows? Maybe I'll get back to some counseling. I'm hoping to do some lessons with online. I have to learn online. I turned 51 this year in March, and I didn't grow up with computers. I got my first computer in college, actually, my second year at my associate's level, and I'm still learning how to use these phones and things. So, any tips that you guys have to make things better and make these videos even better, I would appreciate, any tips. But, I'm on a budget right now too, so. But I definitely, you can, if you want to give anything to me that I can keep doing these videos, at this time is my work. I counsel people online. I've given some lessons, where I can forward the exercises, and, for a donation. I have PayPal, and it's MATHEWSAARON at gmail.com. If you guys want to donate anything, a couple dollars, whatever, it'll help me to keep the lights on in here, keep getting supplies and things to be able to teach you guys. And at some point I want to do some giveaways, maybe some signed albums or something. We'll see. But if there's anything you guys think would be cool to give away, let me know too in the comments. But thank you for watching. We're gonna wrap up here, and I might do another throwback down the road here. But this is really what got me started in my life. The last one I talk about listening to Dad having band practice when I would go to bed at night, and yeah, we're running out. That really got me started on music, and then when I got my first Kiss album back in kindergarten, and then I started getting all of them, even the solo albums, and it just really, that did it for me. Music really exploded. I listened to a lot of music, started collecting music, and it's a big part of my life, even still. The band, you should check them out, Apologetics, APOLOGO, Apollo, APOLOGETIX. Apologetics is, they've got something like 70 albums out now. It's been going about 30 years. And Jay was a cover band singer and guitarist, and has taken all the classic music, all the stuff we grew up on, probably a lot of your favorite songs and mine, and he has done parodies where he puts biblical messages to them, but keeps the music and the songs intact, so you can listen to your favorite songs, but still be like in Bible study. Just, for any Christians watching that are interested in that. Savior Machine is like Meatloaf. It's a symphonic rock. Babylon Mystery Orchestra is kind of symphonic, but he's more classic rock oriented. He was big into early Kiss, that sound. Ashton Knight is industrial. Ashton Knight and The Awakening is like industrial goth rock. All have Christian messages and are Christian. So there's that side, and you guys know what to find on the secular side. But I think we're going to wrap up with that as number 2 of our throwback series. A lot of times, and they say this, our early years kind of set the pace and what we will do, dreams that we have that we hold on to when we're young. I mean, everybody wants to be, all boys want to be a cowboy. I had the cap guns with the holsters, the gun belt, and the cowboy hat. And we would go out and play cops and robbers, and I watched the westerns with my dad and the gunslingers, and did that. I wanted to be a football player, a fireman, a policeman. I loved Adam 12. That was one of my favorite shows. Emergency. We go through all these different things that we want people. The 2 things that really held on to me is my faith in God, and I'm a lifelong student, and I hope to keep learning more about theology. I don't think we should ever stop learning. My dad said that. He said as long as there's another book to read, then there's more learning to take place. And he was very correct in saying that. But I think we're going to stop it here, you guys. If you like these videos, leave me a comment. If you are wanting me to talk about anything in particular that deals with music, disability, being a musician, the lifestyle, the work, or anything like that, let me know. Specifics, about what is it like to go in the studio or whatever. I'll do a video on that too coming up. But God bless you guys, and thank you so much for watching. And again, if you want to donate to PayPal, everything's appreciated. This is my work for now. I'm doing these videos, trying to do counseling on here via video, and my lessons and whatever. But we're all kind of needing extra help these days with what's going on in this crazy system with money and finances. So there's that. God bless you guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and I will be back for another video. Stay tuned for 2 o'clock. I'm going to drop another bass playthrough. Check out that playlist on here too, on my Aaron Matthews YouTube channel. Because every time I do one of these videos, I drop a song. And I drop some extras in between. I'm up to like 110 now. I actually recorded a cool one today for Wednesday's video. I think you guys are going to dig today's video though. Let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Help me grow this thing. Share any videos that you like with your friends. Spread me around like peanut butter. And I will talk to you guys soon. God bless. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching.